They call it the Napoleon complex. But did you know that Napoleon wasn't really short?
What?
The idea of Napoleon being undersized was begun with a series of cartoons by English caricaturists who had a reason to make him look bad. But he was actually slightly taller than the average Frenchman of the time.
Dang.
Stick around, and I'll tell you what investors can learn from a complex Napoleon in just a few short lessons. On October 15th, 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte is exiled to the remote island of Saint Helena, where he spends the last 6 years of his life.
I don't feel very good.
You probably should have seen that one coming, since the very same week, October 19th this time, marked his retreat from Moscow 3 years earlier.
Such an idiot.
Born in 1769 on the island of Corsica, Napoleon rose to prominence during the French Revolution, becoming a military hero and a political leader. In 1799, he seized power in a coup, establishing himself as first consul and later crowning himself Emperor of France in 1804, literally crowning himself.
Heck yes, I did.
Napoleon's military genius led him to conquer much of Europe, forming a vast empire and implementing reforms such as the Napoleonic Code, which influenced legal systems worldwide and still does to this day.
Napoleon Dynamite.
However, his ambition led to overreach, most notably his disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812.
Idiot.
After a series of defeats, he was forced to abdicate in 1814 and was exiled to Elba off the coast of Italy. He briefly returned to power during the 100 Days in 1815 before his final defeat at the Battle of Waterloo, after which he was exiled again, this time to the remote island of Saint Helena, where he died in 1821. Napoleon's legacy endures through his military strategies, his legal reforms, and even the reshaping of modern European borders. Here then are 7 lessons for the modern investor from the life of Napoleon Bonaparte. Number 1, know when to cut your losses.
You're right.
Napoleon's invasion of Russia in 1812 was a classic case of overcommitting to a losing strategy. Instead of retreating early, he pushed further into harsh conditions, costing him most of his army. In investing, if a stock or an asset isn't performing as expected or as planned, it's important to reevaluate your position and know when to exit before your losses compound. Number 2, always have a long-term plan. Bonaparte had ambitious goals, but his failure to plan for long-term sustainability led to his ultimate downfall. Short-term victories are great. Sure, they're important. But successful investing requires a longer-term strategy, focusing on building wealth steadily over time rather than chasing short-term glory and gains.
You can make that much money in 5 seconds.
Those gains can be fleeting, or in Napoleon's case, fleeing.
Shut up, I am not.
Number 3, understand the power of compounding. Napoleon didn't conquer Europe overnight. It was a series of incremental victories that built his empire. And similarly, the power of compounding is a slow but powerful force in investing that can exponentially grow your wealth, just as Napoleon's small wins accumulated to create a vast empire. Compounding is only magical, though, when it goes in the right direction, advancing, not retreating. Number 4, stay informed and analyze the terrain. Napoleon Bonaparte's success often came from his deep understanding of the battlefield terrain and his opponent's weaknesses. In the investment world, you must know the lay of the land, like Napoleon did. Thorough research about markets, economics, and even investor psychology is a strategic advantage.
Looks like a medieval warrior.
Number 5, don't rely on luck. Prepare. Napoleon famously said, "I would rather have lucky generals than good ones."
Lucky?
But luck alone didn't secure his victories. Meticulous planning did. Investors sometimes rely on market speculation or timing the market, hoping for a master stroke of luck.
That's too bad.
However, a sound, well-prepared strategy is far more reliable than just hoping for the right moment. Preparation and patience lead to more consistent success.
Sweet.
Number 6, leadership and discipline are crucial. Napoleon was a disciplined leader who inspired loyalty and dedication in his troops, which was a major key to his success. For investors, discipline is equally important. You need to avoid emotional decisions, stick to your investment plan, and resist the temptation to react to every Fed utterance.
Whatever I feel like I want to say.
It's like a leader steering their troops. Discipline guides long-term financial success. And number 7, don't overestimate your abilities.
What?
In the end, Napoleon's downfall came from overconfidence. He underestimated the challenges of the Russian campaign and the resilience of his enemies. In investing, overconfidence can lead to taking unnecessary risks or believing that you're smarter than the market when you're not. Humility, self-awareness are key. Recognize the limits of your knowledge and seek advice when it's needed.
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
If you need advice on how to maintain your own financial empire, message me and let's talk.
Okay, bye.